Hello, everyone. Welcome to Doodle and Chill. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Doodle and Chill.
Hello.
Yo.
And welcome to the stream today. We're going to be covering some Wait on a Red Eye today. David Feed?
I did not. Yes, because I had to work all night. I was had night shift. Focus camera. God damn it. I had night shift. So yeah, I pretty much wake up with a red eye because I was awake all night. And now I'm trying to set up my freaking
shift.
camera to do some doodling and chilling. Come on, camera, work. Bam.
So we have Soul in the chat. What's up, Soul, buddy?
Hey.
Wake up, Canada.
Mr. Officer, wake up, Canada. Let's see how this works.
Yeah.
I don't really
Good day with the rocking Canadian.
I'm improvising on the spot. Here you go. Bam. Okay, this looks decent, I think. Is this okay?
Yeah.
There. I cannot digitally draw to save my life, so I'm going to do it live in physical form. There you go. Bam. I should take one of, what's it, Yumi draws courses online. I think there's also YouTube courses online.
Oh yeah, for drawing.
I don't know. Do you do
there's courses for there's courses for everything online. To be quite honest.
That is true. Can you see? Okay, fine.
I did give some art courses before. I do have a degree, so I can be a teacher.
Can you now? Can you teach me the way, Sim? That'd be awesome, though. If I can, choose between some crazy SJW teacher with blue hair and oh my god, my students are transgender, and you, yeah, I choose you all the time.
Your drawing is offensive.
Yeah, that's gonna be the next one. If you're good at drawing, that's offensive to people who not draw good. Oh my god.
Your girls look pretty. That's offensive.
That's offensive.
You drew that with your hands. That's offensive because some people don't have hands.
Exactly.
Dude, even before the entire CG thing, dude, I used to get in trouble with the feministas because I would draw sexy ladies. I got in trouble because I did a breast cancer rose pick, dude.
You did a breast cancer awareness rose pick, and they got mad at that.
Yep.
Oh, people are stupid. There's no way around
it. Well, we collected money for breast cancer.
That's offensive to people who don't have breasts. Oh my god.
She only has one breast, but it's so perfect that it's offensive.
Oh, that's right. Your character has one breast.
And she has a metal boob, and I can never have one, so that can't be.
If it doesn't look like a bag of cottage cheese, I am done.
My goodness. So how are you guys doing?
Doing great.
Good.
Doing one of your characters here.
Oh my goodness. I'm super looking forward to that. I was doing a sketch for a drawing for Nat the Merc. Wait,
Ooh.
man.
Nice.
Oh,
Oh
wow.
yeah, that was for the first campaign.
I haven't finished this one though. I'm such a lazy bastard. This is like an old drawing from a guy called Julia Dornay or something like that, which is called The
Mhm.
Harem. So this is the characters from Red Eyes with a peculiar character in the middle. Bam. I gotta finish that one. My goodness.
Just hanging out in a harem somewhere. Not approves.
Not approved. Perfect. All right.
Not approved. As long as they're treated fairly.
They all have to get the same treatment.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to draw. What am I gonna draw? Oh my God.
You know, he's a merc, and he, people need to get paid, so he does not support slavery. But
Huh?
harem is a harem.
I love Tales from the Nazverse one. It's like, now that Heavy Metal Magazine has gone to shit, there's like, okay, well, we got this now.
Mhm.
Unapologetically badass.
Oh, thank you. By the way, the campaign went in demand yesterday.
Oh,
Sweet.
perfect. Yeah, and I did back number 2. That's very looking forward to that.
Oh, it's gonna be even better in the first one. Hopefully.
Yeah, let's hope so. Certainly.
Oh, dude, the colors Beacon is doing is freaking insane. I'm freaking happy as hell.
I've seen some of the
Thank you.
pages that you've been showing.
Don't tell him so he doesn't get his head too inflated.
Oh,
but
okay.
yeah,
No,
he's fucking
they look
awesome.
like crap. My
Oh
God.
fuck, he's here. Hey, what's up, Beacon?
Oh.
I'm
I'm good.
You gotta get another colorist, man. It's like, no, dear.
I'm just just hearing things.
No, in all seriousness, what I've seen of Tales from the Nightmares 2 looks freaking fantastic. You know, the shower scene with the waterfall shower scene? Like, oh,
Yeah.
man.
Did you see the new cover that went up?
No.
Every time I go in demand, there's one cover that goes bye-bye, and the Island Alonso cover went bye-bye. So it's the very limited cover.
Wait, I gotta see the campaign. I don't know what to do.
Hold on, I'll show you. I'll reopen the campaign. I'll open your campaign, and I'll open the one. I was gonna play your video like we do usually in the intro. You don't have
But I don't have a video. I was trying to make some music and a video, but the music didn't came on time, and then
I mean,
ton of
Beacon,
stuff
we're
happened.
going.
I was like, okay, whatever. Without
Beacon,
trailer.
we're going over your campaigns, all 3 of them. Trying to pick the character we're gonna do.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like,
I mean,
okay, let's open the video. I'm like, no video.
Oh shit! Oh, I know. I promise I'll have a trailer for Red Eyes 4.
Ah,
Maybe.
if you can do it without a trailer, I don't think it's the end of the world.
Yeah, I'd love to have a trailer. I was with a stream with Coach John Mallon. He's like, you gotta have a trailer. Like with really some heavy metal music and like bam, 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 like Rob Zombie or something like that. Like, you know what? He's right. Yes, I should have a trailer. Some banging music. I really like the music you put for the trailer for the intro of your show. By the way, what's that?
Thank you. It's Parkway Drive. It's one of my new favorite bands. I discovered them like not too long ago, a few months ago. I love them. It's an Australian band. They're freaking awesome, dude. It's that song is a lifter hopper and
Lifter Hopper.
And this is the new cover.
Sweet.
Oh man, I gotta say, from the first time I saw this character, I'm like, yeah, this is my favorite female character in the Natverse universe. And I like the thing. She's supposed to be like a clone of another character, but she's like becoming her own sort of character.
Mm-hmm.
Becoming her own identity. Like it's
Yeah,
super cool.
she's technically an artificial being. She was created to be a body replacement for Rose. But
She started as a body replacement, and now she's her own character.
Yeah, and they become sisters. I thought that was
Oh my.
a cool little thing.
Like stepsisters or sisters or what?
But technically, they have the same dad, right?
Oh my god, that
That's
sounds.
that's why the story of Luani and Rose is called Daddy Issues. The story I'm working on for the Inkslayer book. That's what it's called. It's Daddy Issues, and it's Luani and Rose, and that's why.
That lends itself for so many bad puns, and
That's the thing. I can play with every type of daddy issues in that one, and there's also some bad girls in there. So while I'm there, here's the campaign, Red Eye 3. The link is in the description down below, and I'm pretty sure Soul's going to be sharing the link. Talking about
been
Soul,
sharing the trailers.
Yep, let's go see the chat for a second. Just play a little not deep rock galactic to pass the time before the show. Yes, this stream is on the priority list today. The Dirty Dozen. The Dirty Dozen of Fantasy. There you go.
Hell yeah. And we
Days,
just got
bounty
one
hunters and baloney in space. Yeah, don't call him a bounty hunter. He's a merc. There's a difference between bounty hunting and mercs in an adverse.
Bounty hunter and a mercenary.
merc is technically a freelancer.
Different.
Yeah, is a freelancer, while a bounty hunter only hunts people.
Right.
Oh yeah, go check out the new merch on the InkSlayerEntertainment.com. There's new T-shirts. You get the not top body shirt where you get the chest hair, the metal arm. You have the new T-shirt I just showed earlier, which is pretty goddamn cool. And we also have a whole bunch of posters that went up. It's like my body, my choice, but not when it comes to vaccine, obviously. Like,
yeah, exactly.
You too can have a metal boob if you put your mind into it, dude. I said it on the other stream, but I was thinking when I was working on the Nat shirt, I thought of a joke that could be funny. Is I could do a Luani one. Get it?
And what?
I could do a Luani shirt like the Nat shirt, and the tagline would be, you want to offer a different type of boobs to your spouse, or your spouse is tired of your boobs. Try Luani's.
Oh my god!
But I have a feeling that if I do something like that on the website, I'm probably
you might get in trouble, maybe.
But I can't help finding it funny.
Oh my god! I can't even remember what cover did I get? Did I get the limited variant or the other one?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure you probably got the one with the main cover, didn't you?
The one where you're blowing Chris's head off. Is that supposed to be Chris, by the way?
Nope.
Oh, but then you're blowing someone's head off.
Yeah, somebody's head's getting blown off. He's an alien. Could be anybody.
That sounds like it's someone.
No, it's not.
When you don't like.
No, actually, if I don't like you, I'm not going to kill you in my comic. Why would I waste time drawing you?
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. There's rumors going around that someone you don't like makes an appearance in your comic and you blow their head off. It's just a rumor.
Nope.
Nope.
That's not true. Because if I don't like them, I wouldn't put them in there.
I see.
Why would I waste time?
No, I actually did. In Red Eyes 3, there's one character that's inspired by a naughty neighbor I have that I really don't like, and he's going to be immortalized as a bad guy in the comic. Of course, he doesn't know that. Not yet. I need
Oh yeah,
something net.
you've seen them live. They seem to be a freaking fun show to watch.
Which
Parkway
one?
Drive is a great band. Soul saw them in live, and Soul's down. You do it.
Do it. Yeah, I gotta make a trailer. My God. Where's there it is.
Okay,
I
Merc,
made some good old
understood.
references from
There's a reason because that's why there's also a Merc card. Like they technically have to have a license to be a Merc. And there's a motto. It's technically it's like the Merc is like my cowboys in space. There's a motto. There's a code.
Okay. What's it? Have you ever heard the story of this guy? What's his name? Simon Mann. I don't know if you've
No.
heard of that guy. It's like a real life mercenary who founded like a whole
The British guy.
band of yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like betrayed by the whole Zambian or Namibian government, and then he like he had to go into hiding, and he was like there's like a really cool episode of what's this guy's name? Count Dankula is making these videos called Mad Lads.
Because I remember somebody brought it up and I checked it out. Yeah.
I always thought that like Nat was how do you say based on that real life character. So, the camera, what the hell? Focus.
Yeah, technically not the only the only like thing from it is I don't know. I was looking for something that you could do pretty much cover everything in space. I didn't even know about that guy, to be quite honest.
Yeah, that's actually quite an interesting story. That he began as a low life mercenary, and then he was just so good that he started moving up the ranks and ended up making like a whole company about mercenaries, basically. Simon Mann
Summon Mon, yeah.
Incorporated or something like that. Oh, what's going on with my camera? But like I said, there's a really cool video from Count Dankula about that guy. And apparently, like he got betrayed and he had to go to jail, and there was like a whole spiel about that. And he recently got out of jail, and now that he's out of jail, there's been some very mysterious murders here and there, from people he used to know. So strange.
Well, I have nothing in common with that guy other than the name.
Having a mercenary is a thinker. What the hell's going on with my camera? It's not working. Wow. I heard that apparently one of the biggest problems with recording yourself drawing is that the camera has some troubles focusing on a blank piece of paper because it's all white. Oh, what's going on?
Yeah, because of the tracking.
Yeah.
You have to deactivate the tracking.
How do you do that?
Or the filter. Usually that's directly in your camera option.
Let me see how to do the camera. Let's go to the other camera. Bam. Oh no. Hello. Let's go to the other one. Bam. Oh, there you go. There. Perfect. Bam.
No, I'm telling you, dude. One of the main inspiration, it's Lucky Luke in space.
Okay. But Lucky Luke is like really, cheerful, and it's really like PG.
That's what it is. That's what I'm saying. But
friendly.
imagine if I did Lucky Luke in space, but heavy metal style.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's not what it is, but it's just like when you create something, you have multiple things that go through your mind. And one of the things was the fact that I wanted to do that type of character where the lone cowboy that has a code of honor type of thing, and he's also here, Nice. And Meta Baron is also part of the inspiration. Firefly.
Oh, I can see a whole bunch. Meta Baron.
Yeah. Star Wars, obviously. Big fucking Star Wars fan. There's also some Judge Dredd in there. Like it's No, it's one of the things like like some people that I've seen and know what's going on. They're like my bro, and he's a big Warhammer fan. He's like, dude, man, it's like you fucking it's like you were a fan of Warhammer 40K, and I know you don't know you don't know shit about it.
No, but I can see that, like this very grim, dark universe, and
But it's
Nat
because
comes
I've done my research as well, and a lot of the Warhammer influence is from European comics, 2000 AD, and all that type of shit. So same influences.
You're gonna kill it, but I have no idea. Like a lot of people talk about this 2000 AD. What the hell is that?
2000 AD. It's technically a serial magazine in a way. Like it's like a comic book, but it's a bit like the principle we're trying to do with Thingslayer a bit, but except they kind of linked a few of them. So you were getting something called 2000 AD, but you were getting multiple serial series. So you were getting Rogue Trooper, Judge Dredd, ABC Warriors, Slain. Like you would get like a few page of each comic in there. So every month you get a copy of 2000 AD, and you have a short story of Rogue Trooper, then followed by ABC Warrior, then this, and so on and so forth.
Oh, okay.
That's what it was. And you put in like 10 to 12 page or 6 page of that story, then either it's to be continued in the next one, or it's a one shot thing.
Oh, okay. So that's what you're doing with Tales from the Natverse.
There you go. That's why I keep saying that's one part of the inspiration of Tales from the Natverse. The heavy metal aspect, or if you remember back in the days, Marvel DC used to do that a lot, where you would go to a store, like a corner store or a food store, grocery store, whatever, and you could buy those supersized comics. And in those supersized, you would have like 3 to 5 floppies. So you would have one issue of Batman, one issue of Superman, an issue of Justice League, one Green Lantern. That's another part of the inspiration.
Okay, let's see. But you're gonna make like a Nat the Merc comic.
Yep.
Like a solo standing. I don't know how to call it. One day.
Yep. Yeah, soon. I'm planning on doing it after Tales from the Natverse 3 or 4.
Okay.
I already have the first page laid down and everything.
All right.
It's just.
Now, I have a question. Nat,
Mhm.
is he human? Is he like half human, half something else, or is he like something else, half something else?
I don't. Not getting into spoilers. I could say
spoilers.
like
Okay.
no, but from what I've said in number 1 and on multiple streams, technically, what he is, he's part human. Because the thing is, the engineers were going around. They have a freaking strand of DNA that they're trying to recombine, and there's pieces missing, a bit like Jurassic Park with the freaking dinosaurs type of thing.
Right.
And they're for ages they've been trying to find the perfect fit or something. So they've been experimenting, and somehow they found our planet, and they took a sample.
Mm-hmm.
And they've been experimenting, and it only worked on that couple, and this is what happened. So he's technically a hybrid. So he's like, you could say, he has part of an alien DNA that's been non-existent for a long time, and that gone instinct, and part human. And that's one of the problems in space, in where he is, because if they find out that he has our DNA, they don't know that shit.
All right. So this species that can mix with humans, I suppose. Also, his arm. So I suppose it's like a species in and of itself, if it were complete, and that species can mix with humans somehow, something.
You mean the metal arm?
Yeah.
No, that I'm not gonna get too much into it because you'll understand. I don't know, but you'll see that Nat has his own story about it, and I don't want to ruin everything.
No. Like,
but
not going to spoilers territory.
It's hinted in there that there's only a few people that were able to wield that alloy. and I'll leave it at that.
So he's special.
Yeah.
I really like that is probably my favorite story in the Tales from the Nightmares one, the one where you see his parents, where like his father transforms into this like raging monsters and start killing everyone. I was like, damn, that's so cool. Like I can imagine this that episode or that story, like the heavy metal music blasting in the background, just like killing everyone.
A fun fact is when I wrote that story, when it was supposed to come out, when it came out in Zidaronine in French, it was I was telling the guy that he should just put the title of the story Fate, like just Fate. That's it, right?
Yeah.
And if you read the story, there's no way unless I tell you that you know that that's not right.
That's not.
So I'm like. Just put, because it was supposed to be in a Halloween special, right? So I'm like, so just put it under Fate. Like that, people will start reading the story just thinking that it's just another horror story or something like that, like a sci-fi horror. And at the end, people will find out that it's part of the origin of that. But the guy, when he did it, he just went, Nat the Fate, a prelude to Nat. And I'm like, you just... you just ruined the entire thing. I thought it would have been cool that you would have just stick to it so people could just read it and go, okay, that has nothing to do with the previous story, and just go like, kind of looks like that though, like.
Oh, okay. Like, I see what you're
playing with the idea that people would go like, oh, all his characters. Oh, okay, no, okay, it is that. It's not that. Yeah. Dude, I had some people telling me that they thought that was not
their father.
Yeah, and I'm like, until you freaking twisted it, I was like, yeah, that was the point. Why did you think that it was him?
Well, I don't know. I've been following your campaign for a while, so I figured that was his father.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he does look similar, but slightly different.
Yeah, but I've never been very careful with spoilers for those stories, because they've been out for a while and they were available not the prelude, but the first story of Now was available on the web, and so was Rose.
Okay.
As a little web comic a few years back.
I haven't followed that one. No idea. So I'm trying to emulate this painting by, I don't know, someone called Ajax kidnapping Cassandra. Wait, where's the thing? Like this. Bam. So,
okay, hold on.
Instead of Ajax, we have your boy Nat kidnapping, rescuing someone.
Cool. Okay, let me go catch up with the chat. Soul's been saying stuff and I didn't pay attention. I expect to be killed in Blood Hunt 2 while failing at roasting Winston, which is a fantasy, of course. Oh yeah, that will definitely happen. Like, we even joked around the other day that because Pops was telling me, like, what could we do as a funny joke for, if we ever did a crossover or a comic with, Crom and that. I'm like, we did Crom and Vincent, and he goes. Bob goes, yeah, and Crom comes in with wearing Nat's vest, and he loves it. And I'm like, yeah. Then he turns around to the screen, breaks the fourth barrier, and looks, eat your heart out, Soul, with a finger. That would have been funny.
Which one is your favorite? Vincent or Nat?
Nat.
Oh yeah.
Vincent was my answer to, like, stop fucking with my vampire horror and action and violence. Don't stop fucking with them, and fuck Twilight. And I love those monster movies, like, and stuff like that. And I miss those rooting for the bad guy. Like, they don't do those type of stories. Like, technically the inspiration of Blood Hunt. It's Payback.
Oh,
You know
I
those
love
old
that movie.
those. I love Payback so much, right? And I wanted you to root for the bad guy. So it took me a while to figure out exactly how to do it, but I think I came up with a decent freaking character that stands by itself and an original idea with it because I don't think it's ever been done with a vampire.
Well,
And fun
unfortunately,
fact,
I didn't get Bloodhunt. I started the Sympathier, how to say, simping train with Natverse. Natverse number 1.
people can go buy a copy on the website on the inkslayer.com. They deliver the next day. They ship the next day, or grab a copy in the add-ons. They on the campaign.
There's going to be a convention in Switzerland soon, and we're gonna have a small little post in the artist alley. I thought that'd be cool to go with a shirt with the hair and everything. That'd be actually really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Metal armor shirt.
Even Beacon, he was thinking of doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, you should definitely, yeah.
Especially he has the ginger. He's rocking the ginger.
Yep.
Oh, you are a redhead, Mr. Beacon.
Yep.
So you already have the chest hair available.
What do you think about that tiger guy?
Oh, I like it. Are you making my character?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Though he's missing his right eye. He has like a scar on the right eye.
I know. I gave him a patch before.
Uh-huh.
But you didn't do that, so.
No, not really. It's like that wound is long ago, so he's
Something like this?
Scarred already. Yeah. I mean, I love to see other people's interpretation, so I let you do what you.
Okay, because me, I would have done this. He just looks so fucking badass.
Oh, thank you.
With an eye patch?
I like it, yeah, sure. Like I say, feel free to.
Let's try and stay on point. He doesn't
There's
have
one
one.
cool thing about digital drawing that you can just, extend the page, whereas in physical media, you're like, if you run out of page, it's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
It's also you can try something, you don't like it, then delete it. Like let's just try.
Control.
I don't like it. Boom. Or just layers. Just the fact of layers. Just start a new layer. Try. You don't like it, delete it. You don't lose everything.
There is a charm to physical media, but on the other hand, you cannot, control Z.
Oh, I have to admit, I prefer drawing with a pencil and paper and shit like that. But for doing comics and trying to stay productive and keeping quality and pace, you kind of have to do digital.
Yeah, that's unfortunately true.
Because we got to a point that everybody's everybody's like obsessed with McDonald's in a way. So everybody wants something quick and thing that mainstream type of thing. But why do you think the mainstream comics are shit? Everything should be like McDonald's.
Yeah, I want it and I want it now.
Like European comics are amazing because they have a year to work on that shit. Mangas, look at they don't complain if there's no backgrounds.
Don't tell that to Marinos. Dark Side is Comics. Marinos, the background guy.
Yeah, good luck finding a comic that they draw background in every fucking panel.
Yeah, no.
They only do they not just that, it's time. And dude, I'm sorry, but you have to pay an artist a decent fucking wage for him to spend like a week on a fucking page to draw all those goddamn details. Unless you like some of them are like, oh, put a background. Yeah, I don't want a picture drop. A lot of people just put pictures in the background, and people are like, "Oh, that's good." No, it's not. I don't like it.
Yeah.
No, me neither. I gotta say, it's like you gotta do the
I
work. Unfortunately, you gotta do the work.
and not just that, dude. Even in movies, you cut backgrounds.
Yeah, no, the movies are full
called
of
pacing.
cheats.
It's called blurring the controlling the the view. You blur out the rest or something like that. I'm not. Yeah, and I'm not going to use 3D models neither as a background. It's not going to work.
I was
You have to
impressed how
control
much
where
they
you
cheat
put
in
them.
movies, and how much you can get away with it when you do it right. If you do it right, you don't have to. As a matter of fact, if you put a background on every single panel, wait, what?
Sorry, I like that one. MILF, Mercs, and Monkey Business in Space.
I like that. Good one.
Yeah, you got free.
Oh, true that. Gonna set myself free.
Yeah, you had that. No, you had that jacket before it was a
before.
vampire. Yeah.
Which he was probably got mocked for.
Yeah,
Hey,
some people ask me what was the
Goblin.
idea behind how I came up with the idea for the jacket and the suit.
Mhm.
I was thinking of like like the superheroes and stuff like that, but I was thinking of SWAT and those stuntmen. They all have those type of bracing chest plate that holds their spine in the back, so they can do stunts. And I'm like, the guy's a freaking assassin, so he's expected to get hit by a car, fall off buildings. So obviously, the guy's going to try and pad himself with something that he can be movable with. So I went with a mix of a SWAT team design mixed with some the stuntman design with the back guard and stuff like that. So that's why he can take a hit, and that's why he puts up a good fight with the vampire.
So you actually put some thought in his suit.
Mm-hmm.
That's more like certainly more than I have done with my characters. I'm like, okay, they're rebels, so they have like ragged clothes. That's it.
But it's one of the things that you have to think when you do designs and stuff like that. The design, what they're wearing, it's supposed to tell a story. When you wear a necklace, the necklace has a story. You don't just wear a random fucking necklace.
That's true. Yes, I know.
If you wear a pin on your bag, well, usually it means something to you, or So that's what I think.
Absolutely true. Yeah.
Even the jacket that you're gonna wear, you picked it. There's a reason. Sure. That looks pretty cool.
Thank you.
Ooh, I like it. That looks like an owl girl.
Yep, I saw the owl girl on the campaign. I was like, you know what? I need to draw that.
Oh my goodness. Mr. Beacon, what comic have you got going? I think you have the 7 Legions or something like that.
Yeah, I've got 7 Legions issues 1 and 2 out. Working on issue 3 right now.
And if you missed out, you can get in on the inkslayerintertainment.com. Just go under the Beacon collection and you'll find this book there.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, issue 3 is Henry's finished his pages on it. I'm taking over the art on half the book. Because it's sort of split between 2 art styles. So I'm drawing a manga style on the second half. And it's Sim's doing the layouts for it. So since I'm not too good at posing most of the time, so having him do the layouts and I was finished up.
I'm gonna get them done this weekend.
Sweet.
Nice.
And me, I only have 16 pages left to do on the 15 pages left to do on Planet 69.
Sweet.
This Planet 69, is that going to be part of Tales from the Natverse 2? Is that like its own campaign? Is it like something else?
No, it's one of the stories in Tales from the Natverse 2. In Tales from the Natverse 2, right now you get Murdered All, the Lowani story. Then you get Not the Mer Planet 69. Then after that's gonna be it's Lowani Metal Valkyrie, and then we get Not the Merc Blood Brothers Part 2. It's not on lock yet, but I am considering launching a Kickstarter to try and boost it up and add up the money in a way. If that makes sense, like Bill
Yeah.
Tucci's doing. I thought that was a good idea. Like
Yeah, that's
going
such a
there,
good idea.
going over there, asking for the balance of the money to try and get that story unlocked. So if I make 2,000 over there, add it to the money I got on Indiegogo type of thing, and unlock them.
Yeah, that's actually a super cool idea.
Mhm.
You know, like
Like
mix.
I went on Tucci's show with my Niles Kelly the other day, and after stream, that's what he was telling me, and I'm like, it makes sense. It's a different
Yeah.
clientele, and you keep it linked so the people on Indiegogo like, hey, we've made $2,000 in Kickstarter, we unlocked this, and everybody will be pleased. The book will be 96 pages.
96 pages. Wow. Are all the stories drawn by you, or you have like a guest artist?
Not all drawn by me. I haven't any guest artists on that yet. And, let's just say I need to make some money to spend money.
Sorry.
And right now, I've been paying some people for some covers and shit. Did you see the new the cover for Tales from an Adversary that Preston did?
Is that the
Not
guy
riding
with
his bike.
Yeah, I saw that one. I really liked the fan cover. That was cool. That's really
Mm-hmm.
cool. Guy came out seemingly out of nowhere and like, bam, here you go.
Yeah, that's Alan Alonso, the guy that does. He's not out of nowhere. He does the Masquerade on the Lost Pages.
Oh, okay.
He's been on the Lost Pages for a while. Yeah, and he
And
did
he-
a short
he-
story for Magic Cop.
And he did a short story on Ace,
Yeah, true.
Which one was that?
the Ace.
On the new one, I think.
Oh, okay.
Well, he did
does
the
short
one
story.
on. Yeah, he did the one on the first campaign too.
Oh yeah, Angelique.
Yeah.
Oh, I did that one. Okay. I see. I like the Ace. That was a fun little book. It was quite special because like you bought it and you thought, okay, it's going to be like some sort of a Green Lantern universe. But then it had like 3 different stories with basically 3 different styles. But it was cool because the stories were quite different. So it made sense to have like different styles. And it was intriguing, like how it all came together with this particular armor piece.
Yeah.
Like everyone is looking for this armor, and you saw it from like 3 different perspectives. Man.
It's big, bad, and mean.
But I gotta say, like, my favorite character was the shark guy.
Yeah.
Akula, I think is the name.
And that's what we're always joking. Like he's gonna end up the Ace is gonna end up being a cooler. The
Yeah.
comic book.
That'd be cool.
But I remember back then when he was telling me that I should promote more of the fact that I had a big shark guy in that verse, and I didn't want to show the bad guy because I don't want people to want the bad guy more than the good guy, in a way. And that's me.
Always the sharks are the bad guy. Why? That's like being sharkism.
Sure.
I don't know.
You'll get it. There's a reason.
That's like speciesism. Oh my god.
He's a great white. If you read, if you got the first one, it's Gillian. He's a great white.
What? What are you talking about? I got the first one right here.
Yeah, Gillian shows up in Blood Brothers and his great white shark. There you go. You
This
just
one.
Yeah.
This one right here.
Yeah,
Bam.
that's Gillian.
Oh, let's see.
And he's just there for a short time, and I did not want to tease him at all because he's not there for much, right? And I didn't want nobody to go through the book looking for him. I wanted him to be a surprise.
I'll find you. I'll find you again. You can run, but you can't hide. Oh my goodness. Oh, but yeah, he's like a super short time.
I'm pretty proud of that line when he's like, "Want to know why I never wear a jetpack?"
What's it? Catch you later. Trust me, we'll meet again, and you'll pay for what you've done. Why doesn't he wear a jetpack?
When Nat
okay.
looks at him and goes, "Want to know why I never wear a jetpack?"
Huh? Oh shit! That's why. Bam! I'll find you. You'll pay for what you've done.
Yeah, and you get to see him again in Tales from the Adverse 2 if we unlock the Blood Brother Part 2 story because he's in there. And
what's the name of this guy?
And I can tell you that in Tales from the Adverse 3, you're going to see him fight Nat.
Ooh, that's gonna be
his name is Gillian.
Okay. Bam.
Gilleon.
Gill, like the gills of a
Gillian.
fish,
Yeah,
right?
Gillian. Yep. Like Gills, but Gillian. Leon. Gillian. Because there wasn't enough of her in the Adverse 1, which is why number 2 has loads of Luani. Yep.
Yeah.
And I also have a little piece that you guys know that I like to send you guys extras. Like if you remember when I sent you the first campaign, you had a little memory pic of Nat and his dad. I have another one that's going to be happening that you guys going to be getting with Tales from the Adverse 2, but I'm not showing it off. It's a surprise for all of you guys, like I did with the other one. But I have told what it is, and it's in there. You have Luani giving me shit that I just teased her in number 1, and she better have more than one line in this one. It's them behind stage reading the script and giving me shit.
Though I gotta say, like, who did that? Like Michael Bancroft did that also, where he has like a whole part of the comic where the characters are like talking to him or being interviewed or something like that. Have you got the Lucent, the first one?
Is it good? I didn't like it.
It's pretty good, I gotta say. I mean, if you like European comics, you're gonna love it. It's pretty mysterious and different. The only thing I didn't like is that at the end of the book, it has like a couple of pages where the characters are being, interviewed.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like that breaking the fourth wall was kind of unnecessary, weird. And it was not really like funny, like quirky or funny or anything. It was just like straight up, okay, like you're in an interview, like an actor or something like that. So I don't know, I didn't like that. But to be honest, I didn't even read it, so maybe it was like super funny, but I just didn't read it.
In one of the previous stories when I published, I think it was the first time I published not the American English, like as a a little floppy. You had like the 2 first stories.
Mm-hmm.
In the intro, like in the inside cover, there was a square for a sketch, and Nat was there leaning on the box, right, and saying hi, welcome, thank you, for reading the book, or welcome to the to my book, type of thing. And by the way, don't forget to ask that lazy ass artist to give you a sketch on your way out. I've always done that. Like, there's always a moment where he's talking, like breaking the fourth wall, but never in the book.
Right.
Like, never in the story. Just like we're backstage or something, and he's like, "Motherfucker."
Yeah, I don't know. This is the also I gotta say the Lucent, the comic in it and of itself, it's fantastic. But this like at the end he has these like interviews with the characters.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was kind of dumb, you know, because like played for serious, as far as I can
Mm-hmm.
tell. It's like, so what is your name? What do you like to do? And they're like, you know, I like to
Well,
do this,
maybe,
whatever.
maybe it's because of like the story is serious and it kind of doesn't fit with what he was doing. Maybe that's why you're
Yeah,
feeling that way.
not at all. Yeah, yeah, maybe. No, like the main character is here, like being interviewed. Like this breaks the fourth wall, but in like a not really cool way, in my opinion.
It's like going from drama to comedy type of thing.
Yes, 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 but in like a really dumb way, for for my taste, anyway. Like no, seriously, like I love this comic. The Lucent Part One was like probably one of the my favorite comics of 2021. But yeah, that final part was like, oh my god, what the hell? Especially because one of the characters he looks like an SJW. I was like, well, I don't want to hear what he thinks. What the hell? Why? So now that I've been banned from Bancroft's channel for the rest of my life, what shall we do today? No, I for the record, I like him, and The Lucent is one of my favorite comics. Please don't ban me.
Now, to some extent, I can kind of see how it would almost fit with the theme of the story if I understand it right, because that's one that I that I missed out on. But like, it has to do with like lucid dreaming and all that. And it's like
Yeah.
layers of reality. So, in that way, I could see it see it making sense with the story or with the idea. But yeah, it might seem a little out of place.
Well, I didn't read them, so maybe they're like super funny.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
It's like very serious story, and at the end you find out that they're just very fucking high on the couch.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
It was Jay and Bob all along.
Do you know the guy from Grave Robbers?
Yep,
Yeah.
Mark.
That's a comic I really liked.
Mm-hmm.
I was impressed how good the writing was in that book.
Yep, and I did a short story also for a second issue.
Did you know?
Yep, I did a six-page short story for the next one.
Is that one out?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, but we worked on that. We both worked on that poster for him for the first campaign.
Yep.
Did you color that one?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
man!
The one with the 3 characters on it, that was Beacon. Yep.
Yeah.
Wow!
Not
Well
the
done.
undead guy.
So, what?
The strain of hair.
Also, the Grave Robbers, the first one, the cover was like this, like movie sort of poster
Mm-hmm.
cover kind of deal. Did you color
Yep.
that, Mr. Beacon?
Oh no, it was the poster thing that came along with it, or like the little postcard sort of thing, where it's got like all the characters. It's got Grave Robbers written above it. Actually, let me see if I can find it. I'll just sort of stop my camera real quick and pull that up.
Chat a few minutes. Go see what's going on. Oh, what's up, Coleman? Lost pages 2. Yep.
There it is. Yeah, we both worked on this one.
Oh damn! Nice.
Yeah.
2 doodles, 1 chill. Yeah. I'm doodling. I'm doodling.
This is around the time when I found my favorite brush, or my favorite new brush. Adds this little grit to it.
Wow.
Ooh.
Okay. Nice.
Unfortunately, it doesn't always show up on the final product, but you know.
That came out nice.
Yeah, I was happy with it.
Would be cool if he gets you the color of the other one.
Yeah,
I mean the story.
yeah.
So does he look mean enough?
He looks mean
Dave?
enough. Yeah. I like it. Does my gnat look smug enough? Fine. Where's the face? Where's the face? Oh, there. Bam.
a bit skinny for that.
Oh my goodness. I'm copying an image from the internet. Really? Too skinny. I'm gonna have to make him a little bit buffer. Like,
I'm like, what? Did you pick a drawing from Space Dandy or something?
no.
Cowboy Bebop?
It's something from the what's the name of that thing? The Trojan War. It's good. Some good old muscles here. Wham. Raw.
So people can see that I can. I can do furry art.
Commissions accepted. Commissions open. Or what's the thing to say?
I just don't do porn.
What?
Hey, I do. I'll do naked. I just don't do porn. I have no taste for it. Those everything like naked chick, no problem. I'll draw a naked guy. I don't have a fucking issue with it. But those over the top spread there, the penis insertion and whatever. Nope.
No, you gotta have some taste, like it's all good and dandy, but just
I like eroticism. Okay, porn not so much. I like tasteful stuff.
Yeah, you gotta keep it, like tasteful.
Mm-hmm.
What's
up, dollar?
Yodeling. It's not.
Yodeling.
I'm yodeling. I'm doodling. I cannot yodel to save my life. Sorry, man. So what's seven legions, right? Is that the name of the comic?
Yep. So it's set in a universe where there's like 3 layers of history: the history that humans know, the history that the 7 legions know, and a history that's long forgotten. So human history as we know it began after humans were essentially sent back to the Stone Age, or essentially like our technology was destroyed and everything, after the humans on Earth betrayed the other races. So the 7 legions is a group of it's a military force that protects an alliance out in space. It's made up of angels, humans, elves, dwarves, goblins, orcs. Basically a lot of fantasy races. But so like the story is an orphan named Hiko in feudal Japan. Every night when he sleeps, he dreams of the life of Azrakal, an angel who served the 7 legions. And because of his connection to Azrakal, he winds up getting drawn into a war between the 7 legions and the 3 greatest enemies. So like, it's not like some people hear that and think they think time travel, but it's actually like out in space. There's all these other races, and we're the unadvanced ones on Earth. So like, so yeah, how do I say it? So like, well, at the same time, there's these wars out
Take your
in
time.
space.
You're good.
Yeah, well, there's all these wars going on out in space. There's also like humans on Earth. It's the medieval era. It's like late medieval. So no time travel. It's just everyone else is way more advanced than us.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, there's also a dwarf on a jetpack.
The coolest fucking thing on the goddamn book.
Yeah, it's Yogar Ulfsted. Yeah, so the
So-
dwarves, their society is sort of like that they're based on Norse mythology. So you got they got these giant mech suits that are all based on Norse gods. So you got like a Thor suit, the Odin suit, and all their wildlife is based on creatures from Norse mythology. And they actually settle all their dwarven wars in a virtual reality system called Valhalla, where the minds of their dead are uploaded. So
oh my god!
So yeah,
wow. Okay, that sounds super cool.
yeah.
Wow.
And that's also how they hold their elections. They'll just be like they'll upload into Valhalla, and they'll be like, all right, form up your factions. Whoever wants this man to take over the dwarven society, side with him. Whoever wants this guy to win, side with him. And then they go to war in Valhalla, and whoever wins winds up becoming the leader.
That sounds so cool. My goodness. Wow. You should make the whole comic about that alone. That's like so cool.
I know. That's what I was telling him.
But then you got like the Undine, which they're my aquatic race. They're like my version of the mermaid. And all of their technology is like evolved from living creatures. So they'll basically shape the wildlife on their planet to serve as their technology. So they've got a living starship called a Kralikon, which is basically like a giant space kraken.
Right.
And it fights like a kraken.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, like and you're going to see some of their technology in issue 3. But you do see one of them in issue 2. And like the elves, they're all telepathic. The angels have telekinesis and pyrokinesis. And there's 7 angels called seraphim, and each one has a different power. And they're basically like the head. They're basically like the leaders of the 7 legions.
Okay.
And yeah.
I still like the dwarves the best.
Yeah.
So far,
Mhm.
at least so far, I like the dwarves the best. Yeah.
Well, you know, good news. You want to get some good news about that? You're getting the dwarf in Inkslayer, and I'm drawing it. So.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And you know what
Yeah.
else they didn't tell you yet? They have freaking mechs, dude.
Oh yeah,
Like big
I
fucking
mentioned that.
fighting mechs with Viking mechs. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah, I mentioned
Viking
that.
makes with dwarves inside. Like, I'm sold.
Yeah. And issue 4,
Say no more.
issue 4, you're also gonna see the dwarven mechs. But yeah, that's gonna be coming out in the next campaign as well. I'm doing issues 3, 4, and 5 in the next campaign.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like yeah, the dwarves kind of lend themselves for making the mechs in any sort of sci-fi,
Yeah.
sci-fi / fantasy universe.
Yep.
Oh, dude, wait till you see the dwarves in the Nanaverse, dude.
Yeah.
Oh. We're
I
gonna have
keep
a
saying
dwarf
it.
war.
It's space fantasy, dude.
Based fantasy.
Mhm.
Are they
Oh,
all
dude,
gonna
that's
be,
what I
like,
love about it.
Viking?
Me and Beacon, we were talking about it, like comparing notes and stuff like that. Like we have a lot of the similar influence,
Yeah.
right? But we're doing totally different things with them.
No, okay.
Like I have dwarves, they have mechs, but it's nothing like what he's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I thought of having dwarves in my story, but in my story, the dwarves are more like they live underground, so they're like they are like how do you say, plant and mineral based. So like their whole bodies are almost like a plant, and so like their fingers are like the roots of plants.
Nice.
Instead of having like 5 fingers, they have like several, and they just grow like like roots. And so if you like chop them off, they'll start growing again. And they're small, of course, but they have stuff like instead of eyes, they have like minerals that are like gems. And the older they get, they have like more facets of this gem, so they can see better and better and better. And like by the end of their life, they have like this giant rocks as eyes with many many facets, and so they can see like almost in complete darkness and stuff like that. That's how I imagine dwarfs in my story. And they're really like like usually dwarfs are more like a neutral or good race in most stories, and I thought like, now I wanted to have like, I want to be like a straight up evil race. So in my story, like one of the most evil races, like they enslave people, they hunt people, and bring them down into the burrows, and then they like chop their arms off and put them like tools so they can just labor for the rest of their life and stuff like that.
Mm.
So they're gonna be rather like the bad guys in story of Paradise.
Nice.
See, there's different takes we could do. Like you
Yeah.
could do dwarves, and then like he's saying there, it's a horror story.
Yeah, no. I mean, usually dwarfs are like more like really neutral. I don't think there's like a.
They don't like anybody but dwarves. I don't even think they like themselves.
That's right. They're more like a thing on their own.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. They're usually like mixed with being greedy and like being underground and reclusive. But like, for example, in the Warhammer universe, like you don't really have like chaos dwarfs, or not too many anyway. Like they're not really into the dark stuff. Usually, anyway. That's kind of something that I find interesting. In most fantasy or sci-fi settings, most races are like like either good or evil. But
Yeah.
for the most, it's humans the ones that are like like good and evil. There's like chaos humans and normal humans. Not so
Mhm.
much with other races.
Yeah, like that's one of the things that I try
Well,
to do in my story. Like you got like there's no one race that's like pure good or pure evil. Like for example, the demons, their society is like led by pretty evil people, but the individual demon can be either good or evil. Like there's so well, I don't want to give away too much about that, but yeah. You got, and I can, of course, in like issue 2, you see like they're battling the orcs who have basically enslaved the goblins. But in issue 3, one of the like most kind characters in issue 3 is an orc.
oh, that's how do you say, subverting expectation.
Yeah, and I don't do it in an SJW way. Like it's like what determines if someone's good or evil. It's who they are as a person, really.
I like the concept of having like straight up evil races.
Yeah.
Like I like the concept of having like a straight up evil race, and then having like people who break that. How to say?
Apology.
Making exceptions so that the rule is still there. Like one of the best fantasy characters is this guy. What's his name? Drift. The dark elf from the Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, that guy. He's such a cool character, and he comes from this straight up evil race. But I think one of the things that makes him so cool is that he comes from this race that the race in it and of itself is evil, but he's not. That makes him special,
Mm-hmm. In principle, applied to Bloodhunt.
All vampires are evil. All orcs are
No,
evil.
no. But he was an evil person. He's less evil as a monster when you think about it. He's an assassin.
I see.
That's how I saw it. He's a monster of a man. So that's why when he gets the powers, he embraces it and makes it a better killer.
So Lion is saying, "That's racist." Not having dwarfs in your story is racist. That's it.
Yeah.
Dwarves are cool, and dwarf lives matters. And now that you got us talking about the Seven Legions, tell us about your book.
My book.
Mm-hmm. So what's Red Eye all about?
It's about a small group of insurgents fighting to free their land. And it's inspired a lot by the Dirty Dozen. So it's something similar, like a small group of rebels traveling the land, going deep inside enemy territory, looking for a way to basically, yeah, free their land. So the mission starts when they get some intel about something, without going to spoilers, that may help them free their land from their conquerors. And the info is like too good to be true. And so they're like, nah, come on, this is just a rumor. But on the other hand, they go like, okay, we'd be dumb not to investigate this. That's why they send like a small team of elite fighters to basically investigate and see if it's true, what these rumors say. And if the rumors are true, to exploit them and, kill the bad guys, basically. And so everyone in the mission has like their own motivation to go there. Like some of them, for money, for fame, and what have you. The protagonist goes on this mission because he has like a death sentence. And the higher ups say like, okay, man, you can either be hanged tonight or you can go on this crazy mission. This mission is almost impossible, so you're most likely going to die. But it's either you go, you die tonight, or you go in this mission and, maybe survive and do something good for the insurrection. That's kind of how the story starts. And the hero goes on this mission to basically that, yeah, I'm here to try to save my land or die a hero's death for the glory of the insurrection movement. And half along the mission, they find this thing called the Red Icon, or the Red Eye, as they call it sometimes, hence the name of the story, which is like a world-ending MacGuffin. And they don't exactly know what it does, but they realize, oh, this is like crazy powerful. And now they have to find out how to make good use of it, either to finish the mission or maybe save the planet, and so forth and so on. That's the story of Red Eyes in a super short nutshell. The Red Eyes 3 is the story, like they're on this mission to find one of the bad guys and kill him, hopefully. And but in order to get where he lives, they need some intel, and they need some weapons to deal with him. So they go to this very, very special city called Yalmir, also called the Silent City. And it's a city full of like intel and legendary weapons. It's also a neutral city, so like the bad guys can go there too, but no one can fight. And the only way this city is kept in place is because they have like a legendary monster queen keeping tracks of everyone, called Lamprey Queen. And so as long as everyone keeps quiet, hence the name of the city, everything is good and dandy. And of course, things don't go as planned, and suddenly the heroes are going to be trapped inside this city that is collapsing and that is full of monsters and hunters, which are like bad guys, mercenaries. And at some point, the Lamprey Queen, the queen herself, is going to awaken and start killing and destroying everything. That's the story of Red Eyes 3, more or less.
Nice.
Going to be like a two-part story. So Red Eyes 3 is the beginning, and Red Eyes 4 is going to be the end of the Silent City saga.
So go back it.
So go back it today. Back it soon, back it often. Now, with every Red Eyes campaign, we've been doing a special book called the Sexy Monster Girl Bestiary, which is like a oh dear, it's a monster manual a la Pathfinder, Dungeons and Dragons, but spiced up with some sexy pinups. And the Sexy Monster Girl Bestiary Volume 3 is going to be focusing on all the flying creatures of the Red Eyes universe. So the owl monster girl that you can see in the campaign, that was drawn by Irene from Fiendish, and we're gonna have some other guest artists drawing sexy monster girls in there.
Yeah.
So if you want that, you gotta go to the feature book.
All right, let's go catch up with the chat a little bit.
Yeah, and I looked back when I looked at the bestiary for the first campaign. I was like, before the show started, I saw the black and white aquatic chick. And I was like, ah, son of a.
Oh wow! You like it?
It was good. It just had a very. I was like, you know what? We have some very similar influences on our aquatic people. That's sort of a similar thing I got going on with my aquatic race. But I was like, you know what? I was wondering, did you ever watch a documentary where it's like a fake documentary, where it's like they were acting like what it would be like if we found real life mermaids? Did you ever watch that?
No, unfortunately not. I didn't.
Okay, I was like, because that's what influenced me. I was like, I wonder if he's seen that. And that's.
Oh, okay. No. Unfortunately, that's not.
But yeah,
Really?
I was like, yeah.
Go ahead.
But when I saw that, I was like, huh, I wonder. But yeah, that was it.
So saying I'm repeating myself, but Bloodhunt is still Sims at that time at band camp. Band camp. Yep. One dueling are coming along nicely. Thank you. What's up, Doc? Saying hell sim, hell panel, hell chat, hell dog.
Yeah, no, my inspirations have been killer whales for the mermaids.
Oh,
okay.
And by the way, people in the chat and people watching later, go check out my Twitter, my Facebook, or whatever. I shared a link today. It's Free Comic Book Day. So everybody's getting the link to the Red Label Indie Comic Showcase. So I'm giving that away for free. So it's samples from a whole bunch of different books. Free Comic Book Day. I thought that would be cool. There's like over 120 pages, 127 pages of story in there. Multiple creators. Go check it out.
Oh, the Red Label one.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, do by all means.
Yeah, that's
by me there. Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Are you gonna release that in a physical form at some point?
Oh, I had no plan for it. It was supposed to be used only as digital to technically promote everybody's book in there, so people go get your books. So it was always planned to just be digital.
But I mean, there's nothing against it putting it physical form, right? I mean, why not?
I could, because right now it's on Amazon.
Mm-hmm. In Amazon, is it only digital or physical?
No, I could do print on demand if I wanted to.
Okay, but I mean, you could do like an Indiegogo campaign for that. You know, kind of like, what's the name of the other one? The Rocket. This also like a.
Yeah, I could, but the main idea was technically to try and help people bring attention to your campaign instead of having it to have a campaign. That's why it's done that way.
Oh, okay.
It's more about like I don't want to create a campaign at all for this shit.
Yeah.
This is me trying to find a way to monetize, gamify monetize the digital. doing something digital, like a flyer type of thing, like they used to do, but we can do it digital, so there's no cost.
Got it.
And the idea is it's to bring more eyes to your book and your campaigns and everybody in there. That's why like every book has every creator's description, so people can be aware of you and find you in there. And that's the main idea behind it. That's why I started the red label thing.
Mhm.
And the red label, it's inspired by the Red Band comic that they did a while back. There was a red label drawing, and it was when they were fighting censorship. And if you remember, there was the Danger Girl drawing with a red banner over her. They were using a red banner, and that's where the red label comes from.
I see.
It's called being red labeled when you're doing, stuff like that. So that's why Red Label Indie Comic Showcase.
Oh, I see.
And it's also a good hint that it's not everything in there is for kids.
Yeah, I think with Ross Leach and Irene, they have also the first chapter of your comic in there, right?
Yep. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of cool stuff in there. There's you have the first half of Blood Hunt in there. You have the first 4 pages of Not the Merc, Blood Brother Part 2 in there.
Mm-hmm. There is a comic.
You have the full comic of Murder Weapon.
Oh, the whole thing is in there. Oh, okay.
Yep, Murder Weapon. The full thing's in there. Aaron put it in there. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, how many pages is that? Like 22?
You also have the first 30 pages of what's her name again? Fiendish.
Right.
And you also have the prequel of the Ace in there.
Interesting.
You also have Preston Acevedo in there. What is nine devils, nine devils, something like that.
Yeah.
Whole bunch of cool creators.
Yeah, I
even
think
have some Says Gun Gorilla in there, I think. Yeah.
I think the idea is pretty neat. So what are you gonna have like Red Label 2?
I'm working. I'm planning on doing it soon. I announced it. Nobody reached out to me. Only one sent me some sample, but I'm gonna get on it soon. Start going.
Oh shit! Well, to be honest, I didn't even know that was happening.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing. It's how to reach out to people, right? Some people don't see DM messages and stuff like that. And I can't just go running after everybody neither.
No, of course not. But I mean, did you send me a message? Oh dear. If you did, I'm sorry.
No, it's I put everybody that did that collaborated or are interested into something called the Red Label Collaborator or something like that. There's a DM group.
Yeah.
And that's why I posted it. I'm like, I'm getting ready to start, collecting for Red Label number 2. My idea would be like to do one a year, and if possibly maybe even 2 or something down the line, but at least once a year. And the idea is you put it on Amazon, like the cheapest you can, $1.99, $2.99. I put it for free for digital. Like if you have the Amazon thing, you get it for free.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, like I said before, and like you're seeing right now, I said I would after when it's Free Comic Book Day, the previous one goes live, goes free to everybody.
But the thing is, like, it requires some foresight not to do that. So like for me right now, I'm campaigning Red Ice 3, and the neat thing would be to have a Red Ice 4 in your Red Label 2. So we need to have some pages of the fourth one.
Or you could have just a sample, a good sample of the one that's already out, your third one, when we get there.
Yeah.
To promote your fourth one.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah.
It could be a sample. Like I put a sample of Blood Hunt in there.
Yeah.
Get it? It's sample of what we've done, what's out, or what's coming. You know.
I have a couple of pages ready for Red Ice 4, so I'll send them to you. Maybe you can. How many pages would be like the minimum for a red label?
Usually I say around 5, but you know
Okay.
some people have sent 3. But usually I say 5, but there's no limit to how much.
Got it. Yeah, no, then I'll send you like 3 or 4 or 5 pages of Red Ice 4.
And I remind people, prep, add to that a cover
Mhm.
and build a credit page with all your info for people to find you and stuff.
All right, I'll do that.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna start getting more active on collecting it soon. Just I'm a one person doing a whole bunch of freaking shit right now. And
Yeah, you're doing animation. You're doing like so many cool stuff.
I'm doing my stuff. I'm helping other people, and I'm trying to do this for as a whole. As my way of giving back and building a collective business. You could say like an industry. How can I say like?
Yeah.
It,
Oh, someone
if
turn off the light. Sorry. Hold on 1 second.
No problem. That you have Marvel and DC and all those people. They usually meet every fucking year to discuss the future of the industry. Because even though they're competitors, they're fucking aware that the industry is one big industry. And if the industry falls, none of them can compete anymore.
Yeah.
They don't tell each other everything, but they do have meetings and plan their stuff. And no, it's not conspiracies. It's just freaking business. Ooh, gotta bounce. Gotta bounce was fun stream with quality art and banter. Talk to you soon. Not in Deep Rock Galactic though. Oh, dude, come on. Are you picking on me because of Deep Rock Galactic? Because you saw that I played last night when the campaign went in demand. I'm like, okay, I'm taking a break. Yeah, like, share, and sub. Thank you, Soul. You rock. Bye. I'm liking this. I'm really liking the freaking the big axe.
I did a little bit of creative censorship with the sword positioning on this one.
I like how the ball on the handle also lands on, like, it could be mistaken for something else. I didn't see that.
Yeah, but it's clearly not.
It's clearly not.
Yeah.
It's like me with the hair here.
Mm-hmm.
Look at her.
So, I'm back. Sorry.
Well placed hair.
Ooh, I like that.
Well, I really like him.
I like them. So I used the opportunity to go to the bathroom and take something to eat.
I draw some mean anthropomorph.
I like him.
And I remember
Yes.
a while back, like in college, I did a comic book of a type of elephant man, and the story was like a kid playing magic, but he gets swayed into the magical world, and then he meets the actual hero of the card.
Just as long as your anthropomorphic characters don't yiff, that's
Hey, poor guy has had to have some release from all the tension. Yeah.
No, I mean, dude, me, I'm the type of guy, like, I don't really like. I'm not a huge fan of anthropomorphic stuff, but there's some really good one. Like I'm not like I grew up with the same stuff too. Like I love Bucky O'Hare and stuff like that. But Elephant Man, that's a pretty goddamn good fucking series with
Yeah.
anthropomorphic characters. It's pretty fucking awesome. Another one was Black Sad. It's fucking awesome. Yeah, if you don't know that comic, it's about a black cat. It's freaking
No,
awesome.
I've never heard of that.
It's Black Sad. It's pretty good.
Black Sad. Okay.
Black Sad. Yeah. It's pretty freaking good. But dude, I grew up watching cartoons and stuff like that. For me, there's a big difference between anthropomorph and furries.
Oh
Furries
yeah,
are
no,
fucking weird.
totally. No, like if there's like some furries who are fans of Red Eyes, like okay, thank you very much, but I just don't understand the furry fandom is like a very dark mystery to me.
Yeah, me too. It's like the foot fetish. I don't get it.
Yes, it's like something totally weird and like what's the appeal of this thing? This
Like I don't even need to see it. I like it. I'm telling you, dude. I had a friend, one of my friend one day like at a place and go, oh, dude, she's fucking hot. I fucking suck her toes. I'm like, what? What?
Ew.
I'm like, what?
Oh
What?
dear.
And to him, it's like, you know, like sucking on a titty. You know, like what? Okay, just gross me the fuck out, guy.
Like keep it private, man. Like if you're into that shit, just keep it private. What the hell?
Yeah.
I really don't need to know what you. Yeah.
It's like
Yeah, pretty much.
normal people with normal interests don't even talk that publicly about it all the time.
Yeah, it's not like we're oh my god, I want to suck that titty. Like, no, come on, man. Keep it to yourself. What the hell?
Yeah.
My private life, privates. That's why there's a reason it's called privates.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's nothing to do with military.
Yeah, I think that also the furry fandom has such a bad reputation with all the scandals that have happened in and around it.
Dude, there's weirdos in everything. Let's just be fair. Like
No,
that's probably
true, yes, but I don't know why there's so much more weird scandals around the furry fandom. I don't know if it's like the fandom itself lends itself to that kind of shit, or
I don't know.
what
Did you see the ones that like to fuck their cars? That's fucked up.
I've heard of that. It's like what the hell? I've heard of people actually doing it. You know, like going through
Getting married to his wife. Yeah, no. That's an actual thing. They actually did a show about it. The guys are like, yeah, they have sex with their car too. I'm like, what the fuck? Leave that exhaust pipe alone.
Exactly.
A whole new meaning to banana in the tailpipe.
Oh dear God! I mean,
Hey, hold on a sec. I'm just gonna go get something. I'll be right back.
All right.
that is like a consequence of living in the first world. When you
Yeah.
don't have to fight for food and clothes and like sustenance and a roof over your head, like you start drifting into all this crazy stuff.
Yeah, like
Just
you get
people have to.
most countries where they have cars, it's like okay, got to focus on using that car to get to the store and get to work and all that. But here it's like they got a little bit of time to spend more time around the car, get a little frisky with it.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? And again, if you have such tendencies, just keep it to yourself, man.
Yeah.
I think that's one thing of the internet, that it's made it possible for people of all walks of life and all walks of weird stuff to come together and form a community of sorts. Whereas before it's like, okay, like how many people are into their car? Well, probably not a lot.
Yeah.
And in and around their normal environment, it would have been mocked and like, hey, what the hell? This is weird. But in the internet, you can find people from all over the planet that are into the same shit. And then they kind of encourage each other. You know, like, oh, I'm into the same shit. Oh, me too. Oh my god, that's totally normal. Yeah, we're cool. We're normal.
Right up the tailpipe. Yep. Oh, dude, it was the other one. Like the guy was like saying how he's naked and he's gonna wax every the engine and stuff like that. I'm like, what? Like I remember seeing that on YouTube. Like it was like I forgot the name of the show. And they were actually like a show where they were going to people that were in love and with inanimate objects.
My strange addiction was that.
Yeah, but my curiosity in there, it's at what point? Okay, where's the line between the people that are actually doing that? Because obviously there has to be some nut jobs, right?
Yeah.
And the thin line between that and the people that are just doing anything to try to attract attention and just faking it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I bet there are some of them like that.
The guy actually fucking his car in the tailpipe. I'm like,
yeah, what the hell? Yeah. I don't know. Like, I can understand the appeal of doing something that is, like, quote unquote, forbidden. But like, one thing is like, oh no, like, cheating is bad, of course, but, there's like this whole thing about, oh, it's actually forbidden. But it's still a human being, Like, at what point you go from, okay, something, like, slightly forbidden or, like, you shouldn't do it, to like fucking your car. It's like, what the hell? You've gone from like what any normal human being can understand. It's like, ooh, to like fucking hell. What? Like, wouldn't you get hurt if you do that? Like the escape pipe is made out of metal.
See, talking about anthropomorphic characters. Did you ever see that one?
Ooh, wow, what's that?
It's
wow.
It's the Dynamax. It's that's in Tales from the Nanaverse. It's coming in Tales from the Nanaverse 3 or 4.
Nice.
And here's like I started inking it. They were supposed to be actually in this one, but the book would have been 200 pages. That's why like we ended up with a Tales from the Nanaverse 4. Before I launched that, maybe. Because let's just say I was trying to make like some story shorter in Tales from the Nanaverse 2, but there's some story you just can't. So that's why Metal Valkyrie is 27 pages and Planet 69 is 37. So you actually get floppies in Tales from the Nanaverse 2. But yeah.
What's the deal with Ulrika? Like, she doesn't seem to be. How is she part of the whole Natverse universe? Like, she seems to be like an outsider coming into the Natverse.
Ulrika was technically my hint to you that there's the universe is huge. There's
okay.
She's so far all the other stories are technically in the first sector, the sector prime, the sector of the Federation.
Mm-hmm.
And she's not part of that sector. If you've noticed in the story, they don't talk about the Federation. They rule their own fucking thing. The winner of the thing will run the entire sector.
Oh, okay.
It's in another sector, so that's why the entire world and universe is different. And I'm not done.
Interesting.
You have more than that. Like a bit like Warhammer. Like you have different universe, and different universe are their own little universe that can be their own IPs. That's one of the things people are picking up from my Natverse. It's everything seems that it can be their own IP. Yeah. So when Ulrika, as you notice, it's more of a fantasy-ish type of universe. That's why it has little dragons. Like if you look at the environment and how they are, they're still a bit like Celtic. That's why it's called Celtonia or something like that. And you're gonna have another universe where it's gonna be I don't know, mechs type of thing, like more robots, like androids maybe. Like I'm not telling you what's gonna happen to be vague. I'm just giving you ideas. And one world could be the undead. Something could be something else. So that's what was happening with Elrica, and most people picked up on it. Like you're saying, it feels like it's another world in there, and that's the idea. That's the exact idea. That they rule their own little thing. Yeah.
I'm not that dumb.
That's why a lot of people were saying that, tell me that it was their favorite story because it kind of established that in a very it's a short story, but it establishes a bunch of shit.
I feel like the one with the parents is the best. I think like that's like a really neat horror story, sort of horror sense sort of deal.
Want to know something funny?
No, what? Yeah.
The voice actor that's doing the voice acting from that, and he's also recording some Bob on until unless I found somebody way better.
Yeah.
But he's doing that, and I sent him the book, right? I'm like, it's just the first story. He sent me recording of the freaking. He sent me a message. Oh, it was freaking awesome to voice Nat's dad. I'm like, what? So he sends me recording. He recorded the second. He recorded the second story, and the Blood Brother one. So I have his voice acting for the entire first issue of Telson and Adverse.
Oh, that's so cool! Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna make an anime? Are you gonna make a cartoon out of this?
Yeah, that's why I'm doing the animation. You didn't see it?
Oh, that'd be so cool, man.
Hold on. Dude,
I suppose you're making this animation where you can see the Luani fighting these robots.
I'm fucking bored out of my mind. 2 weeks without a decent job. Playing delivery boy sucks. Tisk tisk, you should consider yourself lucky, not. At least we got some work. I know, but I need some action before I go ballistic. A little bit of risk, a little bit of action will be good for a change. All the recent ones were too easy. Point A to point B jobs. I'm sure you can find some poor loser with a bounty on his head somewhere. I'll go check the bounties on the Space Cowboy Central site. You know the risk. Yeah, just do it. Incoming call from Merv with a special job offer. But you remember the last job we took from him, Yeah, but we lose nothing just by checking. Put him on the big screen. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm slowly working at it, and I want to animate the first story entirely. And I'm gonna break the first story in 4 little web episodes.
Mm-hmm.
So that was part of the campaign, but I'm gonna probably push it more. It's a lot of work. And the Luani one that you're talking about, that's the one.
It's time we settle the score. Yeah. It's time we settle the score. Come on. Are you ready? Let's go. I got this hunger inside of me. A vicious vendetta that won't ever let up. It's bringing the fire up out of me. I come alive for the rivalry. I hear the talk, but that ain't enough. I'm about to pull the rug on your bluff. I'm fresh out of mercy, you out of luck. Yeah, I stand on my rep and I back it up. Turn up the drama, let's set it off. I'm like a beast on the battleground. This kingdom ain't built for the both of us. I'm on my way to come knock you down. Let's go!
Let's go! Damn! Nice. So those robots are like the federation of your universe. That would be like the Empire of Man in the World Hammer universe, or what?
And yeah, technically, yeah. It's like you could say that mixed with the Judge Dredd type of verse. That's why they have a Judge Dreddish type of look when they're like officer mode.
Yeah.
The idea is that trying to settle up what I can say or not. I don't want to ruin too. But yeah, it's technically the humanoids that decided to to team up and to resist the Xenos, like technically the other aliens. So that's why if you notice that most of the Federation, they're humanoids. Technically, they can have 4 eyes, they can have like maybe an extra set of arms. That's borderish, but they have to be no nose or something. But they don't like races that are not humanoid,
Okay.
like bipeds or something. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But they'll tolerate maybe 4 arms. Like
As long as they are like anthropomorphic, or
But they're very they're very very technology. So that's why you see those big giant armors. So there is a little Warhammer type of side to it, and you'll get to find out. Because also in Adversary, you get to know, you get to follow DEFCON, and get to know DEFCON, and he's like one of the ultimate weapon of the Federation.
Oh, right. And they're like the enemies of this. Are they like the enemies, or are they like a neutral, or are they like a? Well, I mean, it seems like Nat is running away from them, or like he doesn't want to be caught by them, or something like that.
Mm-hmm. And you'll notice Luwani's a bit the same. The thing is, they're very, very authoritarian. And I don't want to say too much, but yeah, like you're saying, best way of saying it, a bit like the Empire of Men type of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose that Nat would be like an outlaw in this universe.
Mm-hmm. And one of the things is they try to characterize everything and make sure to register everything. And they'll arrest you. They'll freaking and
Nope. Yeah.
That's one of the things that's there. So that he stays away from them because if he finds out that just the fact that he has human blood from another universe or something would get him in trouble. Imagine a weird metal arm that when they scan they can't pick up on.
That'll be like a no-go.
Yeah.
You got a permit for that? Oh,
Exactly.
mate, you got a permit for that.
And if they discover a weapon that's powerful, what do you think that would happen?
I see why he's running away.
Also, the fact that Bob was an assassin for them and he was sent to kill him.
Bob is a robot guy.
An android from the Federation. He was an assassin droid from the Federation. One of those ninja droids.
But isn't he like his friend now?
It's his dad.
Oh dear. Okay.
That's why when the voice actor asked me what I was thinking him to sound like, I literally told him I want him to sound a bit like Alfred, because he's technically like a bit of the idea of Alfred, like he's a there was an MI6 agent, right? That ended up being a caretaker. Yeah, I wanted him to be a fucking ninja assassin that ended up being a caretaker. And I'm like, keep in mind a bit like an Alfred type of like Class C accent, but I don't want him to sound gay like C-3PO. But what I like that he did is he did a recording of like of the story of the prelude story, and Bob sounds a little bit different, less carry, like whiny, because I like the fact that he goes. I would think that that he would become more of a sounding more like a dad after a few years of raising Nat. And I'm like it
Okay.
makes sense.
Makes sense, yeah.
So he's a bit whiny. He sounds a bit whiny when he talks because he's raising a fucking kid.
With a freaking metal arm that can transform into stuff, and easy stuff.
And I don't know if you noticed, but if you pay attention, if you read the Blood Brother one, there's a moment where Bob complains, and it's all in binary.
I don't remember that now.
And it goes 0 1 1 0 0 0 1 1, and if you actually go and translate the binary,
Yeah,
it says
That's what fun.
kids. He just says, "Ah, kids."
Well, I mean,
And
if
yeah.
he's an android, I suppose he might be much older than that, no?
Mm-hmm. But that tells you that Nat's been raised by an android assassin. So it also goes to explain how he can be very cold, even though he in certain things.
Nat or the robot?
Nat.
Okay. That makes sense. He was raised by a robot?
An assassin robot, and he's raised
An
to
assassin
be.
robot of all things. Wow.
Yeah, and he's raised to be a merc.
Okay, so the robot raised him to be a merc. All right.
Mm-hmm. So he's been a mercenary since he's been a kid.
Damn. Well, he's got a pretty chill attitude about him. Nat,
That's the idea. He's chill, but he's also a hothead. That's why the entire design, he's a hot rod.
Oh, okay, I see.
Even, and also goes with the fact that he's a flaming ginger. Like he's not just a fucking ginger. It's a fiery
Flaming.
fucking type of And
Is it gonna become...
and the metal is like a teal blue, like a water. So, and like I keep saying, it's because he's fire and ice, baby.
Oh, okay. I see. Is it going to become a trope that every girl he meets it doesn't end well or something like that? if you know what I mean.
No, that was just like a fun
Like,
pun,
yeah.
like talking with Geek and stuff like that about all type of jokes, Superman and all type of alien and stuff like that. I just always thought of that joke, too, especially when you're having sex and she goes, "Ah, my head's gonna explode," and that stuck to my head, and I'm like, one day I need to do a joke about it. And it stuck in my head, and I was doing that, and when I was doing that story, that joke popped in my head.
Popped into your head, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, let's do it. And the editor back then from Zidarana is like, nope.
Yeah, I can see why he was, reluctant. I'm glad it made it into the final cut.
Mm-hmm. Remember, like when I showed it to people black like cracked the fuck up every fucking time.
Well, I did crack up when I was like, damn.
When the story came out in Zidara, right? Everybody that would come and meet me up, they would ask me what the fuck happened, and I thought that was fun because it kind of gave people like, "Hey, dude, what the hell happened? Like you left that and like just skip," and he's like, "Yeah, fuck." Like, what the hell happened? And I would tell them what was the intention, that the pages are laid out, like they're there, right? And people are like, yep. You guys should have put that in. That's so fucking hilarious. Just telling them the idea of the head going.
Yeah, I can see why some people are not so happy with that, but I mean, that's the thing with independent comics, like, yeah.
It's a joke on the play on word of like, it's so good, my head's gonna explode.
Yeah.
Well, okay. What happened? What would happen if it? And I'm like, okay. Then I started thinking, how would that work? To make it happen, to make it fit in the story. And I'm like, what if she's like a light bright? Like remember those glow worms back in the days?
No.
There was a toy for kids. It was a worm, and you would squeeze it, and it would light. It was a fluorescent thing.
Yeah.
And that's what popped in my head. That's why she looks like a glow bug. Like the entire design, she has the little thing. She looks like a fucking glow bug. So some people picked up on it. So she gets aroused, and the more aroused she gets, the lighter the brighter she gets. And I'm like, there you go. If you build upon it, the more excited she gets, the brighter she gets until it goes. I just thought it was funny, and I'm playing on the like it's a trait of a species that
if they get too excited, they whoop.
Yep.
Like I said, like maybe it's like the same thing happened with Graveyard Shift, where like the first issue had this scene that people were not very happy about, where the woman explodes. But then it became kind of like an ongoing theme with it, that every
Right.
issue has like a lady being ripped to shreds and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's like the freaking dildo shot in Blood Hunt.
The what? Well, I didn't. What?
Vincent kills somebody with a freaking dildo.
Okay.
He kills somebody with a dildo down his throat.
Oh,
And it's still vibrating. And it's one of the scenes that's brought up the more often. He killed somebody with a fucking dildo. Yeah, he did.
Oh my god!
And a lot of people are like, "That's kind of cool." Yeah, but dude, you just killed a bunch of freaking child trafficking motherfuckers. And everybody's like, "Okay, fair enough."
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Fair enough.
In the back, you see a guy that got his head cut off in those sliding windows on the door, right?
Mhm.
And he has a baseball stuck up his ass. Not a baseball, a pool cue up his ass.
Golf club.
No, a pool bar cue, like the pool stick, to play pool, the stick.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You have one that's on the bar that has a broken bottle in the heart. The other one has a freaking bung stuck in the
I
throat,
remember that one.
and it still has smoke coming out. Yeah.
Yeah, the bong like through his throat. No.
Mm-hmm.
So he's
I
classic.
was having a lot of fun with it. What's up, Laura? What's up, Rich?
Hey.
Hashtag me vroom. Yeah, if you remember that scene if you remember that little skit in Family Guy, vroom vroom. The guy disguised himself as a car.
No.
No, that was American Dad, not Family Guy. American Dad.
I don't remember that. Sorry.
I got a bit too invested into that tiger guy. You're fucking awesome.
Hey, fantastic. But you like my gnat drawing?
Looking cool.
Yeah.
Walking off with the chick. Like, you coming home with me, baby.
You're coming home with me. Inspired by this Ajax and Cassandra painting from, I don't know, some old masters, as they call them. Just being modernified with gnat and some chick. Oh, boy. Is that better? With the smirk? Damn, you're coming home with me, babe.
Gonna have some good time. Remember Flava, the girl that he gets cock blocked by in the last story? That he gets interrupted with? You get to see her again in Tales from the Verse 2.
Flava, what's that?
Flava is the girl that is, he goes, hey, do you have any, is there anything weird about you having sex with somebody like me, type of thing?
I don't.
The beginning of Blood Brother, there's a girl with a tentacle head.
Yes, that's right.
And that's the line where he goes, yeah, because the last one was a bit messy.
Hey, gorgeous. I got a question for you. You can ask me anything. Is your first time with a humanoid? Is there anything weird I should know? last one was a real mess. Oh my goodness.
See, you lay down the joke, and then later on you deliver the punchline when people forgot about that. And then you get in Planet 69, you get to see where he met her for the first time.
What's the deal with the guy with the 4 eyes? Is that like a character? Is it gonna become like a recurring character? Or is it like an enemy? There's like a picture in your Tales from the Natterers 2 of a guy with four eyes.
The big boss.
Big boss.
Yeah, he's the big boss. He's the big boss of Planet 69.
Uh-huh.
And then there's the other one with the big forearms and 4 eyes. That's what I'm asking.
Right.
Which one?
Oh,
That's
okay.
Defcon.
Yeah, there's like
the big guy. That's Defcon. That's gonna be in Tales from the Natterers 3. That's the guy I'm telling you. He's a Federation guy.
the guy with the 4 arms. That looks like a reptile sort of monster.
He's a hybrid.
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to spoil too much about him, but what he's technically a hybrid of different races. They're trying to make the perfect soldier.
Mm-hmm.
And he's also the champion of the Intergalactic Gladiator show.
That sounds like a worthy opponent for Elrica. Will you ever have like a thing where Nat meets someone of the arms race? Like
the what?
The thing the arm is made of, is that like a race in and of itself, or is it like a machine? Is it like a weapon? Will there ever be, like?
Yeah, you will find out, but that will be in Not the Merc.
Oh, okay.
That's slow. That will slowly there, but yeah. Like it's been it's been hinted in there that the race, the DNA that that he has, that's part of him, was not very nice and wielding a very powerful weapon. And I won't say too much about it.
Yeah, I suppose part of why he's so powerful or successful is the mercenaries of his arm, right? So if he one day meets someone who's like of that race, that'll be interesting. Like having to fight someone who has the same powers.
That will definitely be, but would they have the same power? Does Luani and Nat look like they have the similar abilities?
I don't know. I'd say no. She looks like a robot, no?
Because I've said it before. You're talking about meeting somebody that's like similar to his race.
Yeah,
she is.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's one of the reasons why she became alive. Because there was some alloy used. I'm not gonna say more.
No, okay.
I've already said that before. That's okay.
Oh, sorry, I don't follow your every stream, but it sounds super interesting.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't mind saying it. I've said it before.
Okay.
It's like I've also hinted the fact that she can, change her features a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's different. That eventually she gets a fucking bike that turns into a fucking armor. I was thinking of keeping it secret for a while, but then I went, you know what? Fuck this shit. Put it out. Because those pages have been done for not all of it, but I've been working on this for a while. I was working on the Luani stuff, and back when I was back with Bloodhunt, was running. We hit the 2 hour.
Awesome. Yeah, I have to go to another stream now.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm going to go on Shy Valkyrie's stream. Do some good old shilling over there.
I might finish it eventually, but I really like the idea of it. It's coming out cool
Oh man, I like it.
with a big giant sword.
Damn. Nice one. We're gonna have to exchange addresses and send each other the sketches. Oh, I like that one too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sort of did some creative censorship there with the sword.
Oh, interesting. Don't censor yourself, mate. Show the boobies. No, there you
Can't for YouTube.
go. Wait. How can I do this? Wait. Bam.
That's okay. You see it.
There you go. Some good old Nat holding a babe. Wait. Oh, camera. Wow.
No. Oh, we'll say thank you everybody for joining in the chat, and thank you David for joining us today.
No, thank you for having me on your channel. The beer is taking effect.
I took a break from doing those things for a while.
Woo.
I'm back.
So there, camera.
You already drinking over there, you? Oh, fuck.
Well, it's like 9 p.m., so it's excusable.
Sure, you're in the future over there.
I'm in the future. I'm now 9 hours in the future. 9 hours from now, you're gonna be seeing some good.
Oh, and by the way, I'm probably gonna get my red eye #1 soon. Chris is about to send it to me.
I hope you like it. Yeah, you gotta. Have we? I don't think we've exchanged addresses because I want to send you the. I've done already 2 sketches of Nat and I haven't sent them to you, so I want to.
Yeah, send me a message. I'll send it to you.
Yep, I'll do that.
And thank you everybody for joining. We'll see you all tomorrow for the Inkslayer show, and again next weekend for the Doodle and Chill and Inkslayer. So have a good one.
All right, mates, have a good one. Cheers.
Hello, everyone.
Wrong freaking thing.
It's time we settle the score. Yeah. It's time we settle the score. Come on. Are you ready? Let's go. I got this hunger inside of me. A vicious vendetta that won't ever let up. It's bringing the fire up out of me. I come alive for the rivalry. I hear the talk, but that ain't enough. I'm about to pull the rug on your bluff. I'm fresh out of mercy, you out of luck. Yeah, I stand on my rep and I back it up. Turn up the drama, let's set it off. I'm like a beast on the battleground. This kingdom ain't built for the both of us. I'm on my way to come knock you down. Let's go!
I see that story first. I feel that story first. I know those people first. When I put them down, they've already lived. And I put them down as I'd like them to live on those pages. My story.